recording probably about May or June time 2014, just after we came back from Holland and Germany on tour. And the way we tend to work is to work on batches of 2 or 3 songs at a time and finish them, so we kind of capture the vibe when a song's quite new and fresh.
We made this record with Andrew Taylor, and again he produced and recorded The Long Haul. His way of working, fairly straightforward, simple setup, comes into the room and records everything for us here.
The process is the same. As far as recording the record, we approach it the same way. Andrew approaches it the same way, which is why it's good to work with him.
I mean, the last time round, the keyboards were almost, it's not fair to say an afterthought, because we knew the songs were going to have keyboards, but this time round the songs were written with a keyboard player in the band, in the room. So that changed the dynamic a little bit, I would have said. So as a guitar player, my role was different.
There weren't a ton of songs in place for this record. Once again, I think we had a handful of really strong songs and we knew we could build a record around those, but then we had to bring half the songs for the record to the studio while doing it. And that was kind of quite a good way to work as well, I think, because it kept everyone on their toes a bit. Better Than Yesterday's a song from the sessions for The Long Haul, and I remember coming up with that central riff to it one day when I was walking to work in the pouring rain, and recorded it on the voice memo on my phone just so I wouldn't forget it, and resurrected that a bit later. It was Hannah and Alex from Redland's Palomino Company. I'd known their music for quite a few years at an older album of theirs that me and my wife really liked, so it's great to see them playing, just the two of them, and joined on stage by a couple of members of the Rosalies, I think it was. And yeah, really nice set, and Hannah's got a fantastic voice, so when it came to making the record, we kind of were looking for a song where we could potentially get a nice female BV on, and something that might work well with my voice. And pretty soon after Red Clay Hill being brought to the room, we all kind of thought that Hannah might sound great on that track, so we asked her to do it, and thankfully she agreed to. So what you hear on the record is one of 2 takes she did, and sounds awesome, I'm sure you'll agree, and thanks Hannah.
We lost the guitar player a few weeks into the record, and Kenny had been in the band for a matter of days before he played his first drum track, pretty much. This time round, this lineup's been on tour, it's been up and down the UK, played some festivals, been over in Holland and Germany a couple of times. So we all know each other, and I guess you sort of write arrangements, know each other's style. Sure. I think that's an easier process than that.
The collaboration stuff as well, though, has been super strong on this record, because yeah, I'll write 90% of the lyrics and have a rough idea of what the melody might be for a song, but then the actual kind of honing or creation of the song that happens in this room, which is great, and it makes it a real kind of team effort.
Yeah.
Go team!
I mean, when Metagamma came in and ended up having a brand new verse and a brand new structure,
yeah,
and Golden Age was the same.
The melody and the lyrics stayed the same, but the backing, the instrumental backing of it was drastically different and much improved from what I'd come along with originally. So that kind of, that's really encouraging for the future apart from anything else. It's like we're very comfortable with having that sort of thing done to songs. Nobody's too precious about it. Nobody gets too antsy about changes being suggested or being told that it's shit, and if it is.
To bring a song like Idaho and kind of saying, look, I've had this arrangement for 4 or 5 plus years, and it is quite sparse, and for you guys to understand where that's coming from and take that in a very, very kind of complimentary, but also in a very kind of Marshals way, and then to
Marshals meet Chris Isaac.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which would be a wonderful episode to watch. Yeah. But yeah, to kind of hear that, I think that's the song it should have been 4 years ago. really retains the spirit of it. You added a second verse to it, which, despite not knowing what the hell I was singing about or writing about, you really captured the ethos of what,
So it's not
kind of mood it
potatoes?
was. It's not potatoes, no, unfortunately.
Subject of the past promises.
Saw a link to a comic collection of cartoons by a guy called Tom Gold, and my best friend from the ages of 1 to 9 was a guy called Tom Gold, and I kind of thought, is it the same guy? And I did a bit of research, and sure enough it was Tom, and he's now a successful cartoonist and illustrator, does some work for Guardian and New Yorker magazine and a whole bunch of other stuff, and has a fantastic art style. So I dropped him an email, and we kind of exchanged a few emails, said hi, and then I just asked him if he'd do the artwork for the record, and he said he'd be delighted to. And from the get-go, the initial sketches kind of really managed to kind of grab that melancholy and slightly kind of pensive mood, I suppose, of the whole piece, but had this really cool kind of reference to old coin-op video games, which is something close to my heart anyway. So check him out on tomgold.com, and when you're reading The Guardian sometime.
So look up to the sky, kid. Don't lose your sense of
I don't think we ever kind of set out to make anything that's particularly groundbreaking. You know what I mean? It's not that we're kind of trying to push boundaries or anything like that, but I think we're pretty comfortable in our own skin now. But being able to put down a song like Being Lazy, or to bring in Bruce to put down a horn section on Moby Doll, which started out as a kind of plain to piano steel acoustic guitar song, but then that whole kind of spacey outro with your trumpet and stuff was just something else entirely. Really proud of that.
Being Lazy isn't an Americana song by any stretch of the imagination. It's got so much other unusual stuff going on. It's like a really quirky lo-fi, reminds me of somebody like Wheat or Mercury Rev or Grandaddy or something like that. It's very different for us to have gone down that route.
It's not me being lazy.
I like the real immediacy of a lot of the songs in this record. The pop stuff, I think, comes to the fore more than anything, or more than ever before, definitely. The themes, I guess, behind a lot of the songs of the record were sort of nostalgia and memories and reminiscing. That whole thing, I think, was probably the most kind of pervasive mood from most of the songs that I wrote.